I finally stopped running now. With you I found my peace somehow. Let go of every thought that was holding me back. Yeah.
What's up, you all? So I'm recording this again. It is 8:17 Central Standard Time. I just finished praying on live. The Lord led me today to pray for those that are incarcerated. Now I did it in my personal time, but my God, I just had so much warfare praying online just now. It was crazy. So you all make sure you go back and watch that. Yeah, if you have anybody that you know that's incarcerated, drop their names. I probably look crazy right now. I didn't look this crazy when I recorded this video the first time, but I didn't expect all of that warfare, not just now. And a lot of that was the religious spirit. So yeah, I probably look crazy, but I recorded this once before. The video wasn't super long, but I'm going to see if I can condense it. So the reason I really want to share this, well, you know, yesterday the Lord led me to pray against the spirit of suicide. Did that. Go catch that prayer if you have not listened to it already. So he led me to pray against that. Okay. So I wanted to share this testimony just to let you all know that you're human. Even if you're saved. You know, the church teaches us how to be strong, and they kind of want us to ignore the fact that we're human, and some will make you think that when you get saved, that's just it. You're not going to have any other issues. The lie detector test determined that that was a lie, okay? It just was. Y'all, I'm still trying to gather myself from this warfare. The lie detector test has determined that was a lie. Please do not think that because you're not saved, because you're saved, you're just not going to have to deal with certain things. The Bible says many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord delivers him out of them all. So if I have to be the one, now if you've known me for a while, you know I've talked about this before, but there are 7.8 billion people in the world. I'm on the road to 556,000 subscribers on YouTube. 556K. So there's somebody on here, there has to be somebody on here that needs to hear it. So it happened back when I was like 19, and I was suicidal for like a whole year. Now it's nothing but the grace of God, okay, that I'm still here. Because when I tell you I walked around for a whole year, an entire year, like girlfriend, suicidal. I was depressed and suicidal. The devil told me everything to do. Everything from drinking bleach, that was a big one. Drinking bleach or some kind of chemical, cleaning chemical. Taking pills, cutting myself, driving off of a bridge was one he told me a lot. Drive into oncoming traffic. The only thing he pretty much didn't tell me to do was to shoot myself, probably because I didn't have access to a gun. That's about the only thing that he hasn't told me to do. Maybe jumping. He never really told me to jump from a bridge either. He just, always told me to just drive, swerve, and yeah. So I went an entire year suicidal, depressed. If you've ever been through this, you'll get what I'm about to say. It was like I was doing everything I normally do, but it was almost like I was a zombie. I walked around as a zombie for a whole year. Like I was crying on the inside for help. I was in church 3 to 4 times a week. Nobody picked up on it. I think that says a lot. I was in school. I was singing on the choir at church and school. All of this. But you know, another thing the church teaches us is how to put on that mask, you know. It just happens to be the month of October. They teach us how to put on a mask. So I was working and I'm fine, I'm okay. Nobody could pick up on it. Now, after I came out and talked about it, my mama was like, she knew something was wrong. She picked up on it. The Lord showed her and she prayed against it and all of that. But as far as anybody else, and even my mama didn't say anything to me. Now, she is the type to pray. She will listen. She will attack some stuff in prayer. Okay? But I remember one time, this is kind of off subject. I remember one time I was supposed to go to Atlanta, Georgia. My car, I was driving, and a deer ran into me. I didn't run into the deer. I promise you, a deer ran into me. And the deer, when I play it back in slow motion, it's like the deer was looking at me like, Bernicia, I'm so sorry I have to do this. I promise y'all, that's called the hedge of the Lord. Deer ran into my car. Okay, now I can't drive it to Atlanta. So my first cousin was like, we can drive my car. The Saturday we were supposed to leave, that morning, she was getting her nails done and somebody hit her car. So we made the decision, you know what? We're not going to go to Atlanta this weekend. Now, we used to go to Atlanta a lot. I used to go more. I used to go to Atlanta a lot. After that, my mom says, oh, yeah, I'm glad y'all aren't going. I had a dream that y'all were going to get in a really bad car accident down there, but I just prayed that the Lord hedged up your way. I'm like, why didn't you just tell me? You ain't have to, okay, thank you for praying, but you could have just said, hey, I see you getting in a car accident in Atlanta. You don't need to go this weekend. I would have listened, okay? So she's the type to go to God in prayer. So she did that, fine. But I think another thing that messed me up is just because a person comes in the name of the Lord does not mean they're from God. I got connected with a guy, and it was not romantic, on campus, and just some stuff that he would tell me in the name of prophecy. I remember one time I was on the phone with him, and he went off on me. Like, he was like, God is angry with you. He says, when you're playing like me, it's like you're playing with fire. I mean, he went off, and I was so, y'all, I was in a state of I was so confused, because I know I am not perfect. I have issues. I mess up. But one thing I do not do is play with God. I don't do that. So I was just so confused. So I walked around a whole year. You know what? I just realized my microphone is not plugged in. I just realized that, but you all could hear me, I'm sure. So yeah, I walked around a whole year like a zombie in a daze, battling with the spirit of suicide and depression. Y'all, I used to cry out, literally go in my room, lock the door, cry out and ask God to kill me. Cry out and beg God to take me. My daddy, I want to see my daddy. I miss my daddy. Y'all, this thing was real. It was real. So when it broke, okay, first of all, I've never attempted it. I really think if I would have killed myself, period. I'm pretty convinced that if I would have tried it, I would have killed myself. So yeah, I never tried it, thank God, and I'm so glad I didn't. But I went to a service one night at the headquarters church. They call it the mother church of the organization I was in at the time. And I don't know if you all have ever heard of Bishop Liston Page Sr. from New York. If you have ever heard of Bishop Liston Page, drop something in the comments. Bishop Page is Jesus's half brother. I promise you. If anybody knows him, you know he's skinny and he's like real yellow. That's what the country folks say. And he gets to holding that ear. Oh, I should have been standing up. He gets to holding that ear, and I love Bishop Page. Bishop, that's how you know the glory about to hit, when he does that. Oh my God, I love Bishop Page. Bishop Page was preaching that night, and he did an altar call. Baby, I went up there. I don't even remember what Bishop Page said to me. It was so long ago. But when I tell you, that thing broke off me instantly, like I went to the altar bound and left free. See, a lot of that power, we don't see power like that no more. We do in some churches now. I'm not going to sit here and say we do. But too many people go to church or go to the altar and they come bound and they leave bound. Baby, I left free. There was only one other time, and it didn't even get that deep. One other time, some years later, where it tried to come back. And Elder Larry Claiborne, he's deceased now. I was in my old church at the time, and he just walked up to me after Sunday school, said something, and it broke off just like that. And I ended up telling him later, I was back in the state of wanting to die, wanting to kill myself, like nobody else saw it. And he came and spoke just like that, and it just broke off of me. That's another one that I love. Okay, So I'm telling you, I want to be transparent and show you all, listen, I'm saved. I love God. I have been filled with Holy Spirit since I was 12. I got saved when I was 7, y'all. I don't know nothing but God. I was born in the church, born in the AME church. My parents taught me about God at home. Okay. Okay. So that's all I know. But guess what? I still dealt with depression and suicidal thoughts. Now, depression still tries to come back sometimes, but I can, thank God, now I'm in a place where I can recognize it and get up out of it. But yeah, don't think that you have to hide. As a matter of fact, if you're in a ministry where you have to hide and you can't be transparent by the fact that I'm suicidal, that's a problem. That's a problem. If you're in a ministry where it teaches you, oh, if you're depressed, then that means you're not saved. That's stupid. I said what I said. That's stupid. So don't think that depression, suicidal, all of this other stuff. Don't go hiding this stuff. Speak out. Reach out to somebody. Say, hey, I'm depressed. Hey, I'm suicidal. I was afraid to say anything because of where I go to church or what I've been taught. And basically, they teach us that if I'm saved, I shouldn't be feeling like this. That's why so many preachers and pastors be out here offing themselves. Because they feel like they can't go to anybody and admit, this is how I'm feeling. And a lot of times when they do to go to somebody, they'll go to a counselor, a secular counselor. Now, I don't mind the fact that you're going to a counselor. My issue is, I'm not even going to say my issue. I'm going to say with certain things, I believe in having a saved therapist. Okay? Because I just feel like if you're suicidal, you don't need to go talk to somebody that doesn't even believe in God, because this is this ain't just natural. This is spiritual. So that's my opinion. But yeah, this is why I feel like a lot of pastors committed suicide. They have so much on them, and then they feel like they can't talk to anybody, and they feel like they're supposed to be superheroes because we made them feel that way. Hello. You better open your mouth. Okay. And one more thing before I end this video, be careful of the songs you sing. Let me tell you how I knew. Another reason I knew I was supposed to do that video yesterday. For the last 2 or 3 days, I've been hearing the song, You're Way Too Beautiful. I can't sing, y'all. You're way too beautiful, girl. That's why it'll never work. You'll have me suicidal when you say that it's over. Be careful what you listen to. Be careful what you say, what you sing. Music gets in our spirits without our permission. That Mary J. Blige, I'm going down because you ain't around, baby. My whole world's upside down, and it's not. No, it's not. Be careful what you sing. And some people don't think it's that deep, but it really is. Okay. So if you're suicidal, tell somebody. As a matter of fact, I hope I remember when I go to edit this video, I hope I remember to put the suicidal prevention hotline thing in the description in case you all need to call there. Reach out to somebody, a friend, something. If you don't have any friends that you can reach out to and say, hey, I want to kill myself. If you can't be open like that to your friends, that's an issue too. Okay. I don't think I'm forgetting anything. If you have prayer requests, my email address is somewhere down there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all of that. But yeah, I really want to be transparent on this channel. Like, I just want to show you all that Christians can be human. We have fun. We laugh. I love God. I believe in casting out devils. I believe in raising the dead, healing the sick, speaking in tongues. I believe in all of that. However, we're human. And my goal is to show you that you can love God and still deal with other challenges, or simply love God and have fun. There are some churches that make you feel bad for having fun and wanting to go on vacation. All right. Bye, y'all. That's it. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bells so you'll know that I'm on. Dun, dun, dun. Okay.